Welcome folks, Peter here, and today we are gonna work on another pit bike, and I'm going to give you an update on the Yaris, on the little kids bike, on the Malaguri. Then I have one flip bike that I lost footage of, so I'll show you that, and also I will show you the latest parts bikes, and let's get into it. And also, thanks for the new subs. We are almost at the 300 mark, so I'm really thankful for that. So please subscribe if you want to support me. I'm on my way to 1000, so I can buy a microphone maybe. So thank you for that. Let's get into it. So as you can see, the Yaris is still outside. I'm driving in. I put like 500 miles on it so far, and is listed on the internet for sale for 1700. No bite for a month now, but I don't want to drop the price just yet. The next thing is the pile of parts. So this pile of parts used to be the Yamaha TDM 850. It was just a bare shell, the frame with the plastics, no motor, so we could not do anything with that, so nothing fancy here. The next parts bike is the Hornet, the Honda CB 600 Hornet. This one was crashed, and there's nothing interesting we can do with this because the engine, the cases are cracked and missing a piece right here. Another crack is right here, and another broken part is this. So this engine case is toast. So this bike is going for parts, and this engine is going for parts also. If you remember, we had this Hornet as a flip bike. This one had the head gaskets done. The head gaskets is shiny, and also has no thermostat in it, and by that you can tell it had an overheating issue. But the topic of our video today is this little pit bike. If you remember the video that I failed to repair that pit bike, the link will be up there. I bought this for its engine. This engine should be good. The rest of the bike is not pretty, because this is not OEM fender. This fender is from, I don't know, just cut out plastic. The rear wheel has some issues. The front brake doesn't work. The front tire, non-existent, and the tube, the stem is held on with duct tape. Front fender, again, not OEM, trimmed probably from something bigger. It's leaking some oil, plastics are cracked, but it should run, and that's the reason I bought it. I couldn't get these. I used to buy them for like $100, and I couldn't get one for 200, 300. So this popped up for 150, so it should run. So let's first show you the troublesome one, and then try to start this one. And here in the back I have my KTM. This KTM was in one of my videos. We did the tires and the rear wheel bearing. I drew it once since. And this is the Yamaha YBR 250 that I lost footage of. I recorded this bike back in September, and it's still here. It's listed for 2500, and it's still here. No bite on it either. If you want to see the video on this, just type in the comments. I'll show you what we did to this bike, how we bought it for, and stuff like that. And the best for last, this piece of Chinese crab broke my heart, and it broke my leg and my arm, because I tried toe starting this and it didn't end up well, because we busted the front fork. We just didn't get this bike running. I don't know why. We tried everything. As I said, the link's up there, you can check it out. But the plan today is to swap engines. So let's get this piece of shite to the front, because the frame on this is better than probably that one, or maybe not, I don't know. But we need to strip parts from it anyways. We need to rear wheel, front brake and stuff like that anyways. So let's get it front, and we'll decide which one of these is the better choice. Alright, so let's gas on, and let's stop on it and see what's going to happen. Does run, that's for sure. I'm going to run back again, because I have some parts in the bin, and I want to see if I have the front fender and the rear fender for this, because I'm feeling lazy, and I think what I will do is to swap the front brakes, front wheels, the swing arms with the shock from that, and the rear wheel, and probably left the rest. Probably leave the rest on this machine just the way it is. So let me run back real quick, and I will be back with you. Alright, so I'm back. I've got the rear fender, and I've got the front fender from the parts bike here, so we can swap those and get away with these. It would be fine, but I just like the stock look on everything, so let's do away with those, and let's get the seat, the tank off. These plastics need to be welded up some, and I want to change the tanks, because this tank has not an OEM petcock. So let's do away with that first, and then we can move forward. So we got two 4mm Allens holding the seat on, so we can do away with those, and oh, they are on there. And then you can drop this contraption here. Rear bolts are out. Now we need to take off these front ones right here, and the bottom ones are missing, so we don't need to stress about those. So let's take these two, this one and one on the other side. And this should just slide off, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, there it is. Bolts out of our way. And the next thing I want to drop is the tank. I don't like the tank, and I don't like the front fender either, so those two needs to go. Then there is the left cover. We need to see what's leaking there, if there's a crack in the block or something. The joint on the chain has been put on backwards. What else? And then it's probably time to brace it up from the bottom and start gripping the rear of the bike. Alright, so the tank, 2 10 mils. Zip those off quickly and then make sure the gas is off. The tank is off. Now the front fender. There is one 4mm Allen and one even smaller. So we need to start off with what we have, and that's the 4mm. And Christ. Right, this can go. Okay. What's next? The next is probably is going to be what? We'll go probably take a look at the plastics. Right, so I'm going to start with the front left wing because we need to weld this up. It's broken up in the front. I'll show you once I get it off. Here you can see the crack and the massive crack here, so we will weld this up. Now move to the rear. We need to take off pretty much everything because we need to get these side skirts on the fender that we are going to be using and get the makeshift fender off. This and this off, and now the makeshift fender. Right, the makeshift fender is off, so let's get this welded up. Alright, so the welder is heating up. I need to find me a pick. Where's my pick? Never mind. I'm going to demonstrate the welding just without a pick, and then I'll smooth it out once I find it. So I'm going to heat up the rod and the plastics together. That way they have the chance to melt in, and then start laying it inside the crack. Right, so I will melt the end much harder and just wiggle it off like so. So I will do this to the rest of the plastic, and I'll tune back in once it's done. Alright, the plastic is done. You can see the crack that was here, and we welded it from the inside, so we're ready to put it back on the machine again. Alright, it's time to rob the bank. I mean, rob the back of this thing. So, time lapse. Alright, so the most of the parts that we are going to use from this bike is off. I'm debating on whether we should grab the carburetor because this carb, the lever, the choke lever is not broken. We might steal the spark plug end, this thing that goes on the spark plug. That's kind of cheesy on that bike. We may need to return for the rear brake. The swing arm may have the mounting pin different. I'm debating also on the front wheel because the tread on this is not the ideal. The wheel is in much worse cosmetic shape than that one is. So if that on the bike takes air, we're going to be fine with it. What else? That might be it on this bike. As I said, I noticed the one bolt on the tank is broken. The inside, the nut that is inside the plastic here is just spinning, as you can see. So we're going to heat it up, pull it out, unscrew it, add more plastic to the tank, weld it in, and that will take care of that. And then this tank is filthy but better than the other one. So let's get this heating up, grab some pliers, and we should make quick work of this. Yep, and here it is. We need to clean it up, add more material to this, and then weld it back in. So this is loose, so let's add a little more material in the hole so this have a way to stick in. Yep, and let it cool off. With this bike on the stand, we can start the same exact process. Get the rear wheel off. So it looks like that this is a piece of threaded rod. The nut has been screwed on, tack welded here and here, and on the other side the same thing. So I'm going to try and cut this nut off, and we'll see if that's going to help me in any way. So we'll see. Now let's try knocking this through. No luck. So on the other side, we need to get this cover off because it's partially blocking. There is a 110mm right here, and we're going to see what's leaking under there. We're going to take off the chain and hopefully knock this through. Alright, so here we are, and I don't see the leak here, so that's a bit disappointing because I wanted that leak to be from the from this area, from the wheel, and clearly it's not. So that's a bit disappointing. That means we have a cracked block somewhere, and it's not a very pleasant news. Well, it is what it is. You have to move forward. So now I'll try knocking this this way. Right, now the upper bolt, and this is, as you can see, squished, so we're going to need to straighten this, loosen this, and get away with this swing arm. Okay, and now we need to tap these ears out, and the swing arm is free. We can get the other swing arm in here and see if the diameter of the swing arm is the same, and I hope this portion is. Alright, so the rear is on. This hose is going to need to be changed for the longer run from the parts bike. I also swapped the carbs. This is the old carb that came off this bike, and I grabbed the carb from here. We'll see if the issue with no start was in carb or what. The next thing is probably to tackle the front brake. So we need to get the caliper off. Probably should use a ratchet instead of a wrench. Yeah, definitely should, but where do I have my 10mm? So ratchet off. Ratchet on. Much nicer. The bike has nice pads. Okay, that's off. Now we move up top and get this loose. And probably get the hose off so I can sneak the hose. Like so. You should be able to sneak the hose pass through here. I hope cut some zip ties and it will be possible. Then we need to get rid of this and put the new one on. Alright, so I want to start working on the brake, and this is the brake caliper holder for the bike that we are working on, and this is the brake caliper holder for the parts bike. And yeah, well, they are not the same. The holes and everything is different, so we will need to work with this caliper, which will just leave us with another half an hour of work, but I have only 10% camera left. So I'm going to end this episode right here, and I will see you in the next one. So I hope you liked this video. As I said, the camera is dying. I need it recharged because I do not have another battery. So I will see you in the next one. So please subscribe, share, and if you want to see this bike being put back together and driven, so smash the like button, subscribe button. I will see you in the next one. Bye.